Hello, my name is Antonia Walker, and today we're going to be discussing the 16-factor personality questionnaire. For short, we'll call it the 16PF, and this is from Pearson 2021. According to Pearson 2021, the starter kit and complete test kits for the 16PF start at $130. The test forms, reports, and other materials start at $26.70. The support materials, such as replacement material and manuals, start at $43.10. The purpose of this questionnaire is to measure normal personality factors and behavior. The test suggested uses for the test, according to Shapiris et al. 2020. The suggested uses are for psychological evaluations, counseling settings, vocational guidance, career development, clinical diagnosis, prognosis and therapy planning, marital compatibility and satisfaction, and for school settings to assess students' academic, emotional, and social issues. The norming population, according to Pearson 2021 for the 16PF, was based on the 2000 U.S. Census report, which accounts for race, age, gender, and education level. This means that the 16PF is reference normed, or it's norm referenced. The items are 185 multiple choice items for the 16PF, according to Pearson 2021. The assessment takes about 35 to 50 minutes to complete. The administration for the 16PF includes the test user being a trained professional. According to Shapiris et al. 2020, the 16PF is a level B assessment, meaning that the test user must have a degree in psychology, counseling, education, or other related disciplines. The assessment is for examinees age 16 and up. The examinees must have at least a 5th grade reading level, and the 16PF can be administered as a handwritten assignment or a computer-based assessment. The 16PF, according to Pearson 2021, measures 16 personality factors, which are grouped under 5 global factors. The 5 global factors include extroversion to introversion on a continuum. The 5 global factors are on a continuum. The first one is extroversion to introversion. The second one is independent to accommodating. The third is receptive to tough-mindedness. The fourth is unrestrained to self-controlled. And the fifth is low anxiety to high anxiety. The 16 sub-factors are also measured on a continuum, and they include warmth, reasoning, emotional stability, dominance, liveliness, rule consciousness, social boldness, sensitivity, vigilance, abstractedness, privateness, apprehension, openness to change, self-reliance, perfectionism, and tension. The scoring method, according to Pearson 2021, is STEM scores for the 16PF. Now, according to Shapiris et al. 2020, STEM scores are measured on a range from 1 to 10. They have a mean of 5.5 and a standard deviation of 2. Scores between 5 and 6 are considered average. Scores between 1 and 3 are considered low. And scores between 8 and 10 are considered high. For instance, the score of 6 on the extroversion-introversion continuum scale is interpreted as a score of average range, according to the norm group that's based on. Reliability for the 16PF, according to Statistics Solutions 2021, there was a report that analyzed the 16PF based on a sample of 10,261 individuals. According to this report, internal consistency reliability was on average 0.76 for the primary scales, that's the 5 global scales, and ranged from 0.68 to 0.87 for all 16 of the subscales. The test-retest reliability over a 2-week period showed scores of 0.69 to 0.87 for all scales over a 2-month interval. It showed scores ranging from 0.56 to 0.79, according to Statistics Solutions 2021. The reliability scores are based on a test-retest reliability and internal consistency. According to Shapiris et al. 2020, The reliability scores for internal consistency are acceptable for the 5 primary scales and moderately acceptable to acceptable for the 16 subscales. The retest reliability over the 2-week period is moderately acceptable to acceptable. And reliability scores from the 2-month interval are unacceptable to acceptable. The retest reliability score of 0.56 shows a significant amount of error, but there was no reported explanation for what caused or may or may not have caused the error for this report. The assessment was also reported to have construct validity according to Statistics Solutions 2021. Research reported that the 16PF questionnaire is mostly heterogeneous, meaning that the constructs being measured are likely independent. This is supportive evidence that the personality constructs being measured are discrete, with opposing constructs placed on opposite sides of a continuum. For instance, scoring high on introversion automatically results in a low score for the extroversion scale, and scoring high on reactive scale automatically results in a low score for emotional stability. So the 16PF, according to the Statistics Solutions report for 2020, shows that this assessment measures what it purports to measure, so that it has good validity, even though it's heterogeneous. My concerns for the 16PF questionnaire include the 44% amount of error that was evidenced in the Statistics Solutions report for the 16PF. It doesn't mention why there was a large amount of error for the 2-month interval retest reliability. So I would like to know more about that. I would also want to know more about the census report that the test is normed on, according to Pearson 2021. The census reports are not always reliable representations of the U.S. population because they have a limited range of ethnic identities for people to choose from. And the selections are forced choices for ethnicity and race identity. I would like to suggest that the 16PF be normed on a wider and more diverse population by selecting participants who are able to fully describe their identity, and including their spiritual beliefs and their religious beliefs, as opposed to just relying on census reports. So that's it for my post. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to reading your post or watching your post. Thank you.